So if you can't tell from this, and this, I sort of have a problem. And my problem only gets worse when my public library has a used book sale. So every year my public library puts on a used book sale, one in July and one in October. And this year was the first year that I really took an interest in going to it. Every book is another thought that someone's had that they thought was worth sharing. And I like being the person who they get to share all those thoughts with. And sometimes those thoughts are interesting thoughts about like what it means to be honorable. And sometimes those thoughts are just simply facts. And sometimes those thoughts are, ooh, what if we took Abraham Lincoln and made him a vampire hunter? So basically, I am a collector of thoughts. Lots of thoughts that people wanted to share. Alright, first day of the book sale, I bought this entire box of books. Wuthering Heights, Primo Levi's Survival in Auschwitz, Winnie the Pooh on Management, The Count of Monte Cristo. And I think being a person who has these thoughts myself has made me sort of addicted to wanting to get them from other people. But as my friend Elizabeth said, at least it's not that dangerous of an addiction to have. Except for paper cuts. Paper cuts can really hurt. Day 2 at the book sale, I got yet another box of books. Band of Brothers, Breakfast at Tiffany's, 2001: A Space Odyssey, The Piano Tuner. So this is my sister Laura. Laura, what do you think about books?
I think that when you're forced to read them in school, they can be really obnoxious and boring because you really don't want to read them. But then when you read them again, or if you're reading a book for fun and because you want to, it's a lot better. And yeah, you've got way too many of them. That's
what this video is about.
Yeah.
And when people ask me if I've read most of the books in my library, I respond to them with something like, oh god no, I've read maybe a third of them, but I'm going to read them all. I call it my life's library. Every summer since I was little, I've gone to garage sales and bought all the books that looked interesting. So I always have something to read. But there's so much to do. Cigarettes to smoke, sex to have, swings to swing on. I'll have more time for reading when I'm old and boring. Of course, when I say it, I fumble over my words and I don't say it as eloquently. This is day 3 of the book sale. Edgar Allan Poe, Freedom, Angela's Ashes, Charlie Wilson's War. But this quote, which I like to reference to when I talk to people about my library, got me thinking that I really haven't read a lot of books this summer, especially when compared to the number of books I've acquired this summer. For those of you who want some statistics, I have acquired 85 books this summer and I've read 4. Here's that data in a pie chart, here's that data in a bar graph, here's that data in a sideways bar graph, and here's that data in a 3D bar graph. I might have had a little bit too much fun with that. For those of you who are more visual, this is what 85 looks like. And that is what 4 looks like. But since I don't have smokes to smoke or sex to have, although I do have quite a few swings I've been meaning to swing on, and in honor of that quote, I want to offset these numbers. So basically, since I've acquired 85 books this summer, I need to read 28.3333 books to have read 1/3 of the books that I got this summer. And so I'm just going to round up and make that 29, and I've already read 4, so now it's 25. And I don't have to get those 25 straight from the books that I got this summer, I just have to read 25 more books. And until I've read 25 more books, I can't buy another book. And I've got a little bit of a head start because I've already gotten about halfway through these 3 books. But I'll keep you guys up to date on my total of books that I've read so far. And if you want to, tell me about your own library. Tell me what sort of books you have in it, what sort of books you like to read, things like that. So yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to talk about today, and till next time, keep doing what you're doing. Okay, bye. It's gonna take me literally hours to update my library thing.